Immediate strike.
Speedly has to get out, and he slams right onto the supports, knows the two tanks are occupado, and that means freedom for him, but not for much long. You gotta be careful when you're facing a Reaper. Speedily going a little too crazy. Montreal smooth sailing towards point B.
Rolf disengages, but only into a Reinhardt hammer. Right now, momentum is very much
down like a helicopter. We're waiting for it. Second wind hit by a bio. They all fall immediately as a Deadeye wound up from Shockwave just for show. And Montreal breeze into point B.
And the good news here is that they didn't even need to use their major playmaking ult with that Death Blossom. Speed
is taking extra damage to make sure Roki has Nano for this next fight. They probably know Rolf either has it or is close to it, and you want them to have the same advantage as Numlock plays aggressively, waits for the Nano, but Leaf drops out of nowhere! He gets the Nano, and he puts the team on his back! Montreal, 4 minutes! Getting to the end of point C. Second win, trying to get out of spawn as quickly as they can. Hagon throws the grab. It's going to be a good litmus test of this mirror matchup and who is better at it. Second win, they got hit, left hook, right hook, and they fight back harder. Second win, really behind some well-timed bubbles from
high ground. They want to force out Montreal Rebellion, but they're going in towards a Graviton Surge, and that's very difficult.
Speedily dives in, but it's Numlocked with a good shatter that lays down second win. Now they're caught in the grab thrown from Shu, but they were caught by some CC though, so they weren't able to feed damage into said grab. Shockwave is protected during his Deadeye. He shreds the shield of second wind, and now that's all said and done. Montreal have won now consecutive fights, but at least we're seeing second wind take different approaches to this fight. Or space slam, or whatever people call it, but oh, slamming down, it's Numlock with another incredible shatter. But Speedily in the back finds one, it trades back and forth. Montreal, I believe they're up in numbers. And now they should just, well, it's actually second win that have the chunkier ball.
Potential on this bridge, and Shockwave has the high ground control now.
Second win, still looking to set up this grab. Now grabs are traded. No one can move. Dalton with the Deadeye. Does it break through the shield? Numlock is stunned now. Second win can roll forward, but Deadeye is kind of scaring them from behind. Shockwave could be hitting some shots, and second win could fall apart from this. And there it is. Montreal with an open area. He's going to use the payload to see if he can debate them. But second win know what's coming. They have the Nano. They frantically give it to maybe Speedily, who finds that kill onto Roki. Now less healing for this defense of Montreal. Second win have to keep this train rolling, and Dalton and Speedily will do just that. Only one remains, and Shu looking at the bottom, going after those supports again, and Roki has the Nano early. Gives it over to, sorry, that was Leaf. I thought it was Numlocked, but doesn't matter. Shredlock hits the hammer, and a counter shatter from Numlock. It is utter chaos, and Montreal are thriving. Going to the point, cleaning house, and there B. Coming in through a different location, left side, but they didn't spot Speedily. The support is just barely alive. Even Roki got hit by a bio, and you lay the Deadeye on top of that. Montreal did get a few trades, but second would have closer respawns. But those final kills are what matter. Leaf winning that duel, Shockwave winning that duel. They're extremely low. They don't have any healers, but they're looking to get that final tick. Second win just need to sneeze on them, and Dalton.
Now Montreal Rebellion going to be all about a big slam and following up with a Death Blossom.
Numlocked could be striking first. He's got the shatter. Leaf, keep an eye on where he's teleporting to, because he can do things like that. Death Blossom and the shatter on top of that, making the kill so much easier. They only needed that. You get the utility, but you sacrifice a bit of damage.
You do. You don't have quite as much shield pressure as well. This time they're actually obfuscating. Roki gets slept by Viana. That's an alpha move right there from Rolf, establishing some dominance.
Oh, your Ryan dying first is not great, but Leaf was off in a corner. Gets an assassination onto Ultraviolet. It's a good start. But a second win. But Montreal trying to keep this one going. Leaf went for another dive, and he got slept.
So that'll give him a little bit of safety while he's hiding behind that micro shield.
Oh, he's already gets that shot onto Shockwave. Deadeye unleashed from Dalton. The grab, and Shredlock pinning down Numlocked. Dalton saving this fight for the team. Third tick, second win, ring it. And there Dalton finds an easy pick. Montreal down their Reaper, a lot of damage gone. They have to try and win this. And one last swing spells the end of Shredlock, and a free shatter from Numlock. Oh, there's so many locks. But second win, trying to scrounge up one final defense. 30 seconds for Montreal. This is the fight that they have to take. There's no more resetting at this point. As speedily sent off an adventure with Nano, but he slept. You can't even see it. We don't want you to see that R-rated stuff as Montreal send off a Deadeye, a Death Blossom. It's only Shredlock on the field, and it sends the rest right back to spawn. Leaf with the triple kill. Montreal with the first take, second win. Still have more to say. They're getting back at a spawn.
They can get overtime, but if they get overtime, that'll be so crucial for second win to try and take this map, and it is going to tick over. Beautiful. Now, Montreal Rebellion potentially don't get that second attack, Lemon, or the third attack in this case. Incredibly skilled players, and they are here to win.
That ult charge from the Ana seems really silly, but the Nano is one of the first ultimates that are coming up in these fights, and to give your Ryan an advantage, and speaking of that, it's pretty ugly. Shredlock got slammed. Numlock coming out of downtown with a
60% ahead of his counterpart, and he's already got the slam. It's time to go full alpha mode. It's Exa Chad time for Numlock.
Numlock versus Shredlock again. One has a shatter, and one has, well, the love and friendship of his teammates, and I don't know if that's enough because he's on the ground, and he's dead again. Montreal with a second fight win under the belt.
Love and friendship is no substitute for a good Zarya bubble.
A Blizzard on the field. It's a bonanza of ultimates, and all I can tell you is second win not looking pretty hot right now. They managed to survive through the graviton of Shu, and Shredlock takes this high ground behind the May wall. They get hit by a bio, so they have to be a little bit careful. Numlock didn't hear me, throws down the shatter, dies with it. But second win, still on a good road to the point, and to take it with some time. Be a big advantage for this main tank player, and Shredlock comes charging, running it down mid, but only throws a grab, and Montreal are caught. They give the Nano to Numlock. They know he can't die as he duels. He throws a shatter down. Some of second win are affected, and second win are missing their main healer being Rolf. And with that duel, Numlock wins it. Second win missing half their team, trying to head for the hills as Numlock comes charging for more ult charge. 50%. Shockwave getting ready with the Deadeye. Second win, they're dispersing.
Oh, that's already over.
On the other side of the shield. 4K! Montreal, live and look.
And Dalton go off on another flank there.
Shockwave getting ready with the Deadeye. Second win, they're dispersing.
Oh, that's already over.
On the other side of the shield. 4K! Montreal, live and large.
Shockwave sending tremors through That's an emote. Go on, son.
You can just stay alive on the point long enough for reinforcements to come back. They have respawn advantage, and Shredlock's shield is starting to break. They need to act now. They need to play aggressive, and Higan needs to get that grab quickly. But Shockwave is starting to do a flank. The grab sets him up. He lines him up with the Deadeye, make it a 2K. The man, this new player for Montreal's on fire, and so is the rest of the team who take the